Like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this.
The same way we made up the death penalty. We made them both up, sanctity of life and the death penalty. Aren't we versatile? And you know, in this country now, there are a lot of people who want to expand the death penalty to include drug dealers. This is really stupid. Drug dealers aren't afraid to die. They're already killing each other every day on the streets by the hundreds. Drive-bys, gang shootings, they're not afraid to die. Death penalty doesn't mean anything unless you use it on people who are afraid to die.
Yes.
Like the bankers who launder the drug money. The bankers who launder the drug money. Forget the dealers. You want to slow down that drug traffic, you got to start executing a few of these fucking bankers. White, middle-class Republican bankers. And I'm not talking about soft American executions like lethal injection. I'm talking about fucking crucifixion, folks. Let's bring back crucifixions, a form of capital punishment that Christians and Jews of America can really appreciate. And I'd go a little further. I'd crucify people upside down.
Bro, what? Upside down? But anyway, like I wanted to say, like, isn't it insane that the same people who prop this thing of sanctity of life are the same people who love the death penalty? Man, they love it down. They love the death penalty. And what's even more funnier is you'll find that the same people doing the crime are the same people pushing for like stricter punishments. I never understood that. Same way people who like block laws that would push progression for gay people or just marginalized groups, you'll find that they're either married to a person from a marginalized community or they themselves are gay. Why do they do that? Is it self-hatred?
Form of capital punishment that Christians and Jews of America can really appreciate. And I'd go a little further. I'd crucify people upside down.
That's
St. Peter,
insane.
feet up, head down, and naked. I'd have naked upside down crucifixions on TV once a week at halftime of the Monday night football game.
Hey! He was in his element.
The Monday night crucifixions. You'd have people tuning in, don't even care about football. Wouldn't you like to hear Dan Deerdorf explain why the nails have to go in at a certain angle?
Damn.
And I'll guarantee you one thing, you start nailing one white banker per week to a big wooden cross on national TV, you're going to see that drug traffic begin to slow down pretty fucking quick. Pretty fucking quick. You won't even be able to buy drugs in schools and prisons anymore. Now, I don't care about capital punishment one way or another because I know it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything except maybe satisfy a kind of biblical need for revenge.
Yeah.
You know, if you read the Bible, you see that it's full of retribution and revenge. So really, capital punishment is kind of a religious ritual. It's a purification rite. It's a modern sacrament. And as long as that's true, I say, let's liven it up a little. I honestly believe if you make the death penalty a little more entertaining and learn to market it correctly, you just might be able to raise enough money to balance the stupid fucking budget. Balance the stupid fucking budget.
Oh my God. And isn't it like crazy that what did I want to say, bro? But I'd need to run it back to remember what I wanted to say.
Honestly believe if you make the death penalty a little more entertaining and learn to market it correctly, you just might be able to raise enough money to balance the stupid fucking
If I remember,
budget.
I'll say it.
Stupid fucking budget. And don't forget, the polls show the American people want capital punishment and they want a balanced budget. And I think even in a fake democracy, people ought to get what they want once in a while, just to feed this illusion that they're really in charge. Let's use capital punishment the same way we use sports and television.
Yeah, I just remembered. Thank God. But what I wanted to say is like, isn't it crazy that people who are like religious will see stuff like horrendous stuff happen? Absolutely horrendous stuff happening. And some of them would be happy about it and say like it's a sign that Jesus is coming back. Like, how is that a sign, bro? Like this exists. Like, if I'm wrong, put that in the comments. But I think this is an actual thing that happens. Whenever there's like human suffering on a like big scale, some people will swear down like that's a sign that the end times are coming and they'll celebrate it. That's just depraved to me.
To feed this illusion that they're really in charge. Let's use capital punishment the same way we use sports and television in this country to distract people and take their minds off how bad they're being fucked by the upper 1%. Now, unfortunately, Monday Night Football doesn't last long enough. What we really need is year-round capital punishment on TV every night with sponsors. Gotta have sponsors. I'm sure as long as we're killing people, Marlboro Cigarettes and Dow Chemical will be proud to participate. Proud to participate.
Not Marlboro.
Balance the stupid fucking budget. And let me say this to you, my interesting Judeo-Christian friends. Not only do I recommend crucifixions, I'd be in favor of bringing back beheadings.
Damn.
Beheadings on TV, slow motion, instant replay. And maybe you could let the heads roll down a little hill.
Oh my God.
And fall into one of 5 numbered holes.
That's so crazy.
Let the people at home gamble on which hole the head is going to fall into. And you do it in a stadium so the mob can gamble on it too. Raise a little more money. And if you want to expand the violence a little longer to sell a few more commercials, instead of using an axe, you do the beheadings with a handsaw.
Man, this is so relevant.
Hey, don't bail out on me now, goddammit. The blood.
This is so relevant because we have people betting on the war right now. People will bet on anything. Even if it's like even if it's human suffering, people will bet on it. This guy, man. This guy.
The beheadings with a handsaw. Hey, don't bail out on me now, goddammit. The blood is already on our hands. All we're talking about is a matter of degree. You want something a little more delicate? We'll do the beheadings with an olive fork.
Damn.
That would be nice, and it would take a good goddamn long time. There's a lot of good things we could be doing. When's the last time we burned someone at the stake?
Oh my God.
Here's another form of capital punishment. Comes out of a nice, rich religious tradition. Burning people at the stake. Sponsor, Bridgeford Charcoal. And you put it on TV on Sunday mornings. The Sunday morning evangelicals send us an offering, praise Jesus, human bonfire. You don't think that would get big ratings? In this sick fucking country?
People would watch
people
it.
skipping
I'm
church to
telling
watch
you.
this stuff.
People would watch it,
And you take the money they send in the offerings and you use it to balance the budget. What about boiling people in oil?
Oh, hell no.
Those were the days, weren't they? You get the oil going real good, you know? A nice high rolling boil. And then slowly at the end of a rope, you lower the perpetrator head first into the boiling oil.
Oh.
You talk about fun shit. And just to encourage citizen participation, you let the mob in the stadium control the speed of the rope. Good, clean, wholesome family entertainment. The kids will love it. The kids will love it. And at the same time they're enjoying themselves, we're teaching them a nice Christian moral lesson. Boiling people in oil. Sponsor, Crisco. And maybe instead of boiling all these guys, every now and then you could French fry a couple of them, you know?
Oh.
French fried felons, dip a guy in egg batter just for a goof, you know? Kind of a tempura thing, huh?
not putting them in egg batter. Like, what were you thinking when you came up with this? Is Crisco like an oil company? I'm guessing Crisco is a oil company. Somebody put that in the comments, but it's more likely a oil company.
Jeffrey Dahmer never thought of this shit, did he? And maybe instead of boiling all these guys, every now and then you could French fry a couple of them, you know? French fried felons. Dip a guy in egg batter just
French
for a goof,
fried
you know?
felons.
Kind of a tempura thing, huh? Jeffrey Dahmer never thought of this shit, did he? Jeffrey Dahmer, eat your heart out. Which is an interesting...
Love that pun. Love that pun. Jeffrey Dahmer, eat your heart out. That's a good one.
All right, enough nostalgia. What about some modern forms of capital punishment? How about we throw a guy off the World Trade Center and whoever he lands on wins the Publishers Clearinghouse? Okay, something a little more sophisticated. You dip a guy in brown gravy and lock him in a small room with a Wolverine who's high on angel dust. There's one guy's not going to be fucking with too many kids at the bus stop for a while, huh? Here's something really nice you could do. You shoot a guy out of a high-speed catapult right into a brick wall. Trouble is, it would be over too quick. No good for TV, you know? You'd have to do a whole bunch of guys right in a row.
Yeah.
Rapid fire capital punishment. 15 catapults. While you're shooting off one, you're loading up the others.
Damn.
Of course, every now and then you would have to stop to clean off the wall.
Yeah.
Cleanliness, right next to godliness. All right, high tech. I sense some of yous are waiting for high tech. I got it. You take a small tactical nuclear weapon and stick it up a guy's ass.
What the hell?
A thermonuclear suppository. Preparation H-bomb. You talk about fallout, huh? Whoa. Or you take the bomb and you stick it just inside that little hole on the end of a guy's dick. You know? Yeah, a bomb in a dick. When it goes off.
What the hell? Let me let this play out. Like I'll comment. I'll comment right after. But holy hell!
Preparation H-bomb. You talk about fallout, huh? Whoa. Or you take the bomb and you stick it just inside that little hole on the end of a guy's dick. You know? Yeah, a bomb in a dick. When it goes off, the guy wouldn't know whether he was coming or going. Get out of here. I got you. Hey. Listen.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm probably the first one in my bloodline to hear these sentences being put together. How do you even think of these things, bro? That was insane. This was very different from what I see from him. So far I've seen 2 videos from him, this and the other one, where I wasn't really expecting it to go that way, but this one was so unhinged, bro, and very relatable. Not in I've seen those things happen personally, but these are things that go on, people betting on wars, people putting laws that affect people, and being the same people that say they're against that. So George Carlin, man, I love his stand-ups. If you want me to react to more George Carlin, put the links in the comments. I already have a list. Somebody gave me a list to react to, but still, do put in links in the comments to any specific George Carlin stand-up you want me to react to, because it may not be on the list. So I'll cross-check and check if it's on the list. So let's keep this going. And on that note, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.